Hello everyone, welcome back to SQL Age, your channel to learn SQL Server step by step. In today's video, we will explore two very handy SQL concept, order by and SQL ALIAS. We will see how to sort data in ascending and descending order and how to rename the columns using SQL aliases to make your query or to make your output much cleaner. So let's get started. We'll be we'll be using the same employee table used in the previous video for top and distinct for this demo, right? So we have this employees table with the data, right? We'll be having almost 8 rows into this table, so I'll just take this below for the order by and the alias name demo. So this is the employee table we are having. The columns are employee name, department, salary, and employee ID. Right, so let's talk about the order by clause. So order by clause is used to sort the result set in ascending or descending order. In the SQL Server, order by clause is used to sort the result in either ascending or descending order. What is mean by that? We know currently we are having this data. When we run the execute command to select the data, we are getting some data out here, and we could see by default the SQL is having the ordered data here, employee ID 1 2 3 4 7, like this. It is having in order of the employee ID, right? But what if I want to see only the data in a reverse order? I want to see the employee ID 8 at top, 7 at second top, third and fourth and so on, and employee ID 1 at the last. So we can use the order by clause here, right? So using this order by clause, the result set can be reversed in ascending or descending order, right? The order by clause sort the records in ascending order by default. So as I mentioned, the default order of the sorting in SQL Server is ascending. To sort the data in the descending order, we use the descending keyword, not entire descending keyword. It should be like DESC, right? So using this DESC command, we can order the result in a descending order, right? So this is the basic or general syntax for the order by clause. We can mention select column names, or we can have select star as well. From table name and order by, we can have one or more than one column. It should be either ascending order or descending order, not both at the time. Let's consider this employee table, and this will first I'm writing the query without order by, and second query I will write with order by, right? One is a without and one is a with order by. So in this query I will use order by. We have to give the column name and either ascending or descending. So I will be giving the column name as a employee ID and in the descending order, because why we are giving descending? By default it is in ascending order, but when I mention the descending, it will give you the reverse order, and we can see the result set here. The first result set is without order by clause. By default order is ascending, and second result I'm using the order by clause to reverse the order of the result set, right? So we see like this ascending, even though we have not mentioned here order by ascending, the default order is ascending order. If you want to have that in a descending, we need to specify the order by clause to mention the descending order, right? So this is how we can order the data set, not just by employee ID. We can have the order the data in by the other column as well. Let's say I want to order with this by employee name, right? So we know employee name, when I order by employee name, it will be ordered in a alphabetical order, A B C X Y Z, something like that. Okay, if I mention order by employee name, currently it is ordered with employee ID. If I mention by employee name, it will the reverse of employee, the order of employee ID will be changed, because now the data is sorted with respect to the employee name, and it will start with A B C to up to Z. If same thing I want to order the data based on employee name only, but with descending order, I can write the query. It will give you the data in the descending order of the employee name, right? Can we do the order by clause for more than one column? Yes, obviously we can do that with more than one column. So let's say I'm ordering the data with employee name and employee ID as a descending order. So if you see here, Employee ID, as I was not mentioned anything here either ascending or descending, by default it is ordered in the ascending order. If you mention here like descending, it will order in the descending order only, right? So we can have more than one columns as well in the order by clause, right? So this query will group the employees by department or employees by the employee name, and then order the result set into the descending order of employee name and employee ID, right? This is what we call the order by clause in a SQL server. Next part we are going to talk today is a SQL aliases. What is mean by SQL alias? So SQL alias is the keyword we are having, or we can say it is a method to give the objects a temporary name. What is mean by objects? Like tables, columns. So SQL aliases are used to give a table or a column in a table a temporary name. So just to represent, to simplify our query, or to look the result or output more readable, we use this alias. Aliases are often used to make columns names more readable, and alias only exists for the duration for that query, because this is not a permanent change. This is available only for the duration of the query, right? An aliases is created with as keyword or without as keywords as well. It helps us, or it helps you to make your queries output more readable or shorter, as I mentioned. So this is what the syntax of the aliases is. Select column name as alias name from table. Let's consider this employees example, employees table only. Let's say we are having the column called employee ID and employee name, right? But when I run the query, I will have the same columns in the result set, employee ID and employee name. Instead of that, if I want to see the full description of the column, like as employee ID, employee number, something. Okay, if I'm having spaces, I can have this name in a quotes. And employee name, this also I can give the alias name using as keyword, employee name, like this. So if you see now, when I run this, I will get the column name as employee number and employee name, but this is not the same column name we are having into the table. And when I give this column name using alias keyword as, this is not going to change the actual column names into the table. So let's check that as well. When I check the columns, I'm having the same column employee ID and employee name, not this employee number and employee name in this full form. So whatever the alias we are using, that will not make the column names, like the change in the column names in an actual table, right? We can give the space as well. Instead of as, we, if you just give the space, that will also create an alias name. You can see here. Okay, with alias name we can use again top command, distinct command. If I use top 2, I will get the top 2 records. If I use top 2 distinct or distinct top 2, I will get the same records. With this we can use order by as well. Let's say I will be using order by employee ID. Okay, let's say I want to see the top 2 records but in the descending order. So what I can do, I can use the descending keyword. So now what I will get, I will get the top 2 employee IDs but in the reverse order, like 8 and 7. So top, distinct, alias, or the top 2 percentage, all those commands can be used together to simplify your query, to build your logic to get the required output as per your need. All right, so we can use alias name, order by, top, distinct all together to make your queries more understandable, to get the more meaningful data, right? So let's summarize this. Order by is used to sort the data in ascending either or descending order. The default order of the order by clause is an ascending order, right? We can use more than one column into the order by clause. Then we have seen the aliases. Aliases are used to give the temporary name to your columns in the result set, or temporary names to the table as well, right? We can use alias in the order by clause for more clarity. Right, so that's all for the today's session on order by and SQL analysis in SQL Server. I hope now you can sort your data and make your query results more readable. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends for who are learning the SQL Server. I will see you in the next video. Till then, keep learning and keep growing with SQL Age. Thank you, everyone.